They do not see the money. That is the genius of flying money. But here is the question. If it is invisible, how do we even know it is real? That is where the spies come in. Andrea Crosta used to work for the CIA. Not exactly, but close. He built a team of former spies. Their mission? Infiltrate the flying money network. For 13 years, they went undercover. They posed as businessmen. They posed as criminals. They met traffickers in restaurants. They recorded everything. And here is what they found. The system is almost impossible to break from the outside. No computers to hack, no bank records to seize, just people, trust, and encrypted phones. So Andrea did the only thing that works. He sent in real humans. One operation took place in a Starbucks, Mexico City. 2 undercover operators sat down with a Chinese trafficker. He moved products between Mexico and the U.S. seafood, people, drugs, all of it. The trafficker trusted them. Months of work led to this moment. He pulled out his phone, showed them how he hides cash in luggage, special dye, makes the money invisible to airport x-rays. Then he introduced them to a corrupt customs officer at dinner. The officer showed his badge. He explained how to clear illegal products through the airport. No inspections, no questions. The undercover team recorded every word. Another operation caught a different trafficker. He bragged about moving $5 million. No wires, no banks, just a WeChat message. His partner in Colombia released the cash in local currency. The 2 brokers settled later with fake trade invoices. Andrea's team sent multiple people to prison. They built intelligence reports for law enforcement. But here is the hard truth. They are a small team. The network is global. And the criminals are getting smarter. They are adding cryptocurrency. They are adding encryption. The old system is becoming unbreakable. So what happens when flying money meets crypto? And why is the government losing the fight? Coming up next, the final problem. And the one thing that might actually stop it. So where does this leave us? Flying money moves trillions every year. It funds cartels. It funds human trafficking. It funds the illegal wildlife trade. And it is almost impossible to see. The government knows. The FBI knows. Interpol knows. But here is the problem. Law enforcement is measured by arrests. Quick wins, border busts, statistics. Flying money is not quick. It takes years to infiltrate. One undercover operation can last a decade. That does not look good on a report card. So the resources go elsewhere. The criminals know this. That is why they keep using the system. That is why a restaurant in Chicago can move $2 million without a single alarm. Andrea says the solution is simple. More humans, more time, more patience. But patience is expensive, and the criminals are already moving to crypto. Imagine flying money, plus encryption, plus Bitcoin. No paper trail, no physical cash, no customs officers to bribe. Just a ledger that does not exist. The cartels are already building it. So here is the question the government does not want you to ask. If the old invisible system is already winning, what happens when the new one goes live? That story? Nobody has filmed it yet, but someone will. And when they do, the ghosts will finally have to answer. There is a restaurant in Chicago that does not sell food. It sells something else. Inside that restaurant, a briefcase changes hands. Inside that briefcase, $2 million. That money came from street drugs. But in 3 days, it will buy a luxury apartment in Miami. The owner of that apartment? A businessman in Shanghai who never touched a single bill. This is not a movie. This is how China moves its dirty money. And I am about to show you how it works without a single bank account. Let me start with a confession. Inside this bag is $100,000. I got it from selling drugs. I know, bad guy. But here is my problem. I cannot spend this money. I cannot put it in a bank. I cannot take it on a plane. Why? Because the government is watching. If I deposit this cash, the bank files a report. If I get caught at airport security, I go to prison. So I have to clean it. I have to launder it. But here is the truth. I did not sell drugs. This money is fake. It is just paper. I use that fake story for a reason. Because when you think you are the criminal, you pay attention. And here is the real horror. The system I just described, it is not fake. It happens every single day, but the people moving the money are not amateurs like my fake story. They are ghosts. They do not use briefcases. They do not use banks. They use something called flying money, and it started over 1,000 years ago. So how did an ancient Chinese invention become the secret banking system for the entire drug trade? That is coming next. The capital is the biggest city in the world. Merchants come from everywhere to sell tea, silk, and spices. They get paid in copper coins, thousands of them, heavy coins. Imagine you are a tea seller. You travel 2 weeks to the capital. You sell your harvest. You get paid. But now you have to carry bags of coins all the way home. Robbers are waiting on the road. You are a walking target. So you go to a merchant. You give him your coins. He gives you a piece of paper, a receipt. He says, "When you get home, take this paper to my friend. He will pay you. You travel light, no coins, no robbers. You arrive home. You find the friend. You hand over the paper. He gives you your coins. The money never moved, only the paper moved. That is trust. That is the original flying money. Now skip forward 1,200 years. Chinese immigrants spread across the world. They are locked out of regular banks. They are segregated. So they build their own system, based on the same trust, same family networks, same clan connections. They open restaurants in Lima, clothing stores in Rome, electronics shops in New York. These look normal. But inside, they are bank branches, no computers, no cameras, just trust. And then the criminals noticed. The drug cartels had millions in cash they could not clean. The Chinese diaspora had a perfect system to move value without moving money. They just needed one thing, a broker. And that is where the real story begins. Coming up next, how a rich man in Shanghai, a drug dealer in Chicago, and a kitchen appliance company all work together to hide $2 million. Meet Mr. Chen. He lives in Shanghai. He is rich, very rich. He has $2 million extra dollars. He wants to buy a luxury apartment in Miami. One problem, the Chinese government says you can only take $50,000 out of the country. That is the law. Mr. Chen has $2 million. He is stuck. Now meet the drug dealer. He is in Chicago. He works for a Mexican cartel. He has $2 million in cash, dirty cash. He needs to send it back to his bosses in Mexico, but he cannot use a bank. He is also stuck. 2 different people, 2 different problems, same solution. They both go to the same place, a small shop in Chicago. It looks like a normal store, but the owner is something else. He is a broker. The broker is Chinese. His family has been in this business for generations. He does not use computers. He uses WeChat, encrypted messages. He has partners all over the world. Mr. Chen calls the broker in China. He says, "I need $2 million in Miami." The Chinese broker messages the Chicago broker. "My cousin is coming. Give him $2 million." The drug dealer walks into the Chicago shop. He hands over $2 million in cash, dirty money. The broker takes it. Then Mr. Chen's cousin walks in. He gives a secret code. The broker hands him $2 million, the same money. The cousin buys the Miami apartment. Look at what just happened. Mr. Chen's money never left China. The drug money never went to Mexico. But the apartment is bought. The cartel is paid. How? The brokers will settle later. They do it through trade, kitchen appliances, refrigerators from China to Mexico. The invoices are fake. The prices are wrong. $2 million disappears inside a legal shipment of refrigerators. The government sees refrigerators. They do not see the money. That is the genius of flying money. But here is the question. If it is invisible,